Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick Dubb coming back at you again here in San Diego. It is Monday, May 15th. It's about 10 p.m. Just wanted to make this video here about DoorDash and some changes they are making. I believe these are good changes. First of all, these are specifically going to be for the San Diego market, but I'm assuming they're going to be testing out these changes in several markets, so not just San Diego, but not 100% sure. Anyways, the first change for late night deliveries, specifically from 10:30 p.m. until 1:30 a.m. They will be paying out $7 per delivery, as opposed to the normal $5 per delivery here in San Diego. I think that's a good thing. I think it'll make it more enticing for lots of drivers to get out there on the road. I know $2 does not sound like a big difference, but it actually is. 40% increase, and over the long run, $2 per delivery makes quite a bit of difference. Now, there are some certain things you need to do in order to qualify for the $7 per delivery. You need to check in and check out 10 minutes or less before your scheduled time, and you need to accept 90% minimum of the orders, which it's not too difficult of a thing to do. So, especially if you're getting $7 per delivery, just pretty much just accept every delivery and you'll be good. So I think that's a good positive change. And there's about 3 more changes that DoorDash is testing out. The first one is on small orders that are less than $15. They're going to set the default tip to $3, as opposed to the standard percentage-based tip that they normally do, which I believe is 15%. So this is a good thing also. $3 is not a lot, but it's not a bad tip at all. And it's better than the percentage-based tips. So for example, if you have an order for $10, normally they would, default the tip at 15% of that, which would be $1.50. But now it's automatically going to be defaulted at $3. I think that's a good thing. I don't know how many people are going to actually leave it at that default, but I think some people will. A lot of people just leave it at the default because they're like, oh, that's what they want me to tip, or they think that's a good tip. I'll leave it like that, or they're just too lazy to change it or whatever. Of course, the real cheap people who don't like to tip or don't like to tip very much at all, they're going to change that. But I think it will have some effect on these small orders, and I think your average tip on these small orders should increase a little bit, if I am thinking correctly, that is. So that's a good thing. They say they're going to test it out and see how it goes. I think that's really good. Another thing they're testing out is, let's see here, what was the second thing? They're going to start displaying the live maps to the customers earlier, so us drivers get less texts and calls from the customers about our orders, so they're more informed about where we are and when they're going to get their order. Now, I've never really had much of a problem with customers contacting me, whether it be texting or calling, to find out where their order is. I rarely get that, but I'm sure it does happen from time to time, and I'm guessing it'll happen less often now with these, with the displaying of the live maps earlier in the delivery process. So that's another good thing. Now, the last thing, let's see here, they are giving the customers now the option to pick up their order curbside. I think this is a really good thing. I don't know how many customers are actually going to pick that option, but I'm sure some of them will. So this is going to save us a lot of time when they do pick that option. Especially if it's an apartment building with an apartment that's hard to find or something like that, and they just meet you curbside. It's going to be a great thing for those that actually choose that option, and it's going to save a whole lot of time Like I said, I don't know, how many people are actually going to use that option, but I'm sure some of them will, and that'll be good. So I think that's about it for those changes. I'm sure they will probably do those changes in several markets, not just in San Diego. And I think that's about it. Guys, if you like my videos, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe, hit that like button, give me some comments. I will leave some referral links in the description below if you do feel like signing up for, Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever. Feel free to use my link if you like. We both pay some extra money after you do the required amount of deliveries or whatever. And that's about it. You guys have a good